Interstate RVer Show with your host, Interstate RVer. Hi, folks, Interstate RVer here. Whew! Another big one today. From surf to sand to, well, sand, as you can see, out in the West Texas desert. Out in the truck stop there, and in the same location that I talked last week about the little coyote pack appearance. They was out here last night really getting into it, and they must have found something. Must have been kicking around an armadillo or something. But I'm here tonight, and I'm gonna stay here and sponge another day. I'm in George West. I'm at the Flying J's, summer pilot, summer Flying J's. And I'm going to see if I can't get things stirred up between the little coyotes. I know they'll come around tonight because the fog's been thick. And it's always windy here in South Texas. Man, I walked across the parking lot to sponge off some free electricity to charge the laptop up. And I got the wind blowing hair there. But that's all right. Looks like it's blow dried. All right, enough of that. Let's get right off to the top of the deal. Let's get to some Dear Interstate. Dear Interstate. All right, got a pretty good one here today. Better turn on some light here so I can see what's going on. Oh, that's no good. We don't want that. All right, let's get letter number one. Dear Interstate, I need your help. I just jumped bail and I have a $10,000 reward out for my capture. Can you come and pick me up and hide me out until things cool down? Joe G. Around the block by the payphone. All right, well, hang loose, Joe. I'll come by and pick you up after the show. Yeah, is this the Sheriff's Department? Yeah, I'd like to claim the $10,000 reward on Joe G. I know where he's at. What do you mean new evidence proves he's innocent? Well, hey, look, could I still get like $100 for my trouble? Hello? All right, number two. Dear Interstate, I often get abducted by aliens. They tell me that your show is very popular on their planet of Uzot. Did you know this? Bonnie K., Dexter, New Mexico. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did, Bonnie. When the aliens visited me last time, they accidentally dropped this newspaper as they were getting back on their spaceship. Well, there it is, right on the headlines. I can't read that strange alien writing on the bottom, but I'm sure it's nothing but good stuff. All right, number three. Dear Interstate, I have a bunch of weed left over from the Super Bowl. Will you help me smoke some of it? Doobie Dude, Denver, Colorado. Well, I don't smoke weed, Doobie, but I'll bet if you call Bonnie in New Mexico, her and her alien friends will help you smoke all of it. All right, let's get on to the next segment. The Interstate Way. The Interstate Way. All right, well, we've talked before about how to, take something useless and make it useful, instead of throwing it away. And I'm sure a lot of people have got these useless things. It's the, I'm not going to even give the name out. It's the famous blanket that looks like a robe that you wear backwards. So I guess we all know what that is. Well, I bought this thing, and, I figured, it had the sleeves. And but when you tried to use it as a blanket, cold air would rush in on the thing, and the sleeves would get wrapped around, all tied up. Even try to put it on the bed. So I've had this for a while. I thought, it's good and warm. I hate to throw it away. So what I did is, first of all, I cut the sleeves off of it. I took a razor and cut the sleeves off. Don't tear them off because it'll tear the material. And what I did, then I laid it down on the table and took a marker and used one of the sleeves to make a pattern and cut out some circles. And then I double stitched them on the back. And as you can see, the arms there, and there's the sewing job there. And let's look at it on the front. Man, look at that. Woo, flawless. That's really a pretty good job there. This one's a little wrinkly. There we go. Got that now. And now, as you can see, it's a good whole one-piece blanket. And so I took a useless garment and turned it into a very useful and warm blanket. So that's how you do that. You just do a little bit of sewing or something like that, a little ingenuity, and you've got something recycled. So, all right. So use ingenuity to keep the trash man or woman away, and you'll be A-OK. Do it the interstate way. Interstate RVer's news update. All right. Well, the immediate news is that I'm running out of daylight, but I'm on I-37 now, going back up towards San Antonio. When I get to San Antonio, I'll sponge off a few towns for a few days, and then I'll head right back on I-10 West, and we'll be headed out to California. And I'll keep filming these little episodes of where I'm at as they come along. If there's anything that I stop off and see that's pretty neat. And but that's my main goal. My main goal is not really to sightsee. My main goal is to get out there and see the Pacific Ocean. That is my goal, and to do it as quickly as possible. And then on the way back, I'll probably stop and enjoy some of the sights and things like that. But for right now, that's my goal, is to see the Pacific Ocean and do it quickly. So that's why I'm back on I-10, and I'm good to go. You know, you may think, well, what was the big delay there, Interstate? Well, the big delay is when I was in Corpus Christi. When I was in Corpus Christi, I went outside at the Walmart to set a wheel chock, and I didn't bother to put my shoes on, just my socks. And in my haste, I didn't unlatch the door all the way. So when I went out and set the chock and closed the door, it locked, and I was locked out of the RV. I'd been locked in the RV, now I was locked out of the RV. The engine was running, no shoes on my feet, just socks, and of course dirty ones at that, because I'm running on the parking lot trying to get in there and trying to get somebody with a phone to help me out. Finally, I find a locksmith. He comes out, picks the lock in about 1 second, and that was $150. So I got to take my gold chain to the pawn shop, and so I thought, wow, now I'm stuck here for, until I get the money to get the thing out. So I got it out. So then I head back up to San Antonio. So that was the big delay. So now the only thing I'm waiting on is since that was my gas money, the $150, $150. And but I thank the guy for doing it. I mean, the engine was running and everything like that. My God, the engine was running for about a half hour. Got a good battery charge though. But I'm waiting on the check from the insurance company, because being that I had to call him on my own and not have the insurance company do it, they have to reimburse me. So I had to pay for it out of pocket. That's why I had to have him follow me to the pawn shop. But that's how it happened. That's what happened with that delay. I didn't bother mentioning it last week because I was still reeling from it. But that's the news, and we'll keep things update as they come out. And if I stop off anywhere, we'll make a little film of it. So here's a film of me out in the desert, very short, and wind blowing like crazy. So just go ahead and take a look at it and enjoy it. And that's the news. Joke of the day. I got a pretty good one today. There's this guy sitting in a bar drinking all day, and so he picks up and gets ready to leave. Well, the bartender comes up to him and says, hey, wait a minute. You sat here and drank all day. You owe me for those beers. So the guy tells him, he goes, no, he goes, I already paid you. He goes, don't you remember? And the guy was kind of old, and he looks at him and goes, well, he goes, no, I don't remember. He goes, but I guess if you say you paid me, you paid me. So the guy walks out, and the first guy he sees coming down the street tells him, he goes, hey, man, he goes, that bartender in there doesn't remember if his customers pay him or not. And I sit in there, and I drank all day for free. So this guy runs in the bar, and he starts drinking highballs. He's drinking the liquor up, drinking the bar up. And the bartender comes up to him, and he goes, he goes, a funny thing happened. He goes, the guy that was in here before you, he said, he came in here and drank beer all day. He said, when I went to collect the beer, he said he already paid me. He goes, but I don't remember him paying me. He goes, now that I think about it, he goes, I think that guy ripped me off. He goes, I'll tell you what, though. He goes, the next guy that tries to stunt like that's going to get a punch in the nose. So the guy drinking the highballs goes, look, bartender, I ain't got time to be worried with your troubles. He goes, just give me my change so I can go home. All right, that's the Interstate RVer show for this week, folks. And next week, it's going to be a big show. Next week, hold on to your hat. A brand new segment. Yes, I have added a new horse to the stable. I can't wait to show it. This is going to be great. So a brand new segment next week, so be sure and tune in. Also, you're going to have the other episodes. It's going to be followed by, of course, the Interstate Way, the news update, and Joko Today. Boy, this lighting makes me look terrible. But and then I'd like to say thank you to all the viewers. The YouTube page, over 1,000 views. I checked it today. It was 1,042 to be exact. So good job. Keep watching. Keep going. Keep watching, subbing, and sharing. And like I said, it's going to be a great show next week. And remember, new show every Monday, and big repost. No, huge repost on Thursday. So don't miss it. I mean, I'm sitting here stumbling over my lines like crazy, like I got any lines. All right. I'm waiting on the Coyotes here to show up. I'm thinking about them too, and I'm thinking about the show. So like I said, it's going to be a blockbuster next week. Got the brand new segment debut. Don't miss it. So tune in next week. Interstate RVer. Over and out.